You said bullshit and experience is all it takes, right?
Right.
Come on and experience some of my bullshit.
Real Shift to me is about changing the culture around movie criticism.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
People need to learn to respect great filmmakers.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
You don't have to like something in order to respect it.
You son of a bitch.
Streaming services are typically focused on quantity, not quality.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I'd like to dedicate this to everyone who's been down with the channel since day one.
It's showtime.
Before I get started today, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite VHS movies were growing up, or your favorite one that you still own to this day. And as always, please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Excellent!
Anyone who's followed my channel will know that I'm a big supporter of physical media. To me, there's something about having the movie in your hands that makes me appreciate it more. Whether it be for nostalgic reasons, possibly for the artwork, or maybe it's just because I love that particular movie so much. Another reason for my love for physical media is I don't like to rely on streaming services. One, for availability reasons, and two, because it looks like companies are going back and editing old movies and taking segments out of the movie that they feel are inappropriate by 2021 standards. I don't need anyone telling me what's appropriate or not appropriate for me to be watching. My parents didn't do it when I was 5 years old, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let Disney do it now.
Fuck you!
So I mostly do reviews on this channel, but I wanted to start incorporating my love of collecting movie-related things. Most obviously being VHS. So this is my top 5 favorite VHSs that I currently own. Now my picks could be based on a variety of reasons, but I'll explain myself as I reveal them. Before I do, I just want to put this out there. To me, they have a tremendous visual appeal that DVDs and Blu-rays don't have. So without further delay, let's get into the countdown. My number 5 favorite VHS that I own is Pulp Fiction. I didn't own this VHS growing up. My appreciation for this movie came much later in life, to the point that now it's one of, if not my favorite movie of all time. And if you didn't know it already, Quentin Tarantino is of course my favorite director of all time as well.
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
So I reacquired this copy fairly recently, and I was so thrilled that it was in such good condition. It was even still wrapped in plastic. If I was walking through a Blockbuster in 1993 and I saw this cover on the shelf, I'd want to know what that movie's all about. It's got these vibrant colors. The cover is designed to look like a pulp magazine with a 10-cent sticker on it. It's got an all-star cast listed on the front. If you look at the back, you can tell it's a promotional image because Samuel L. Jackson doesn't even have his jerry curl that he had in the movie. But little imperfections like that actually make it cooler to me. So that's why Pulp Fiction is my number 5 favorite VHS that I own. My number 4 favorite VHS is Robocop 2. Now you might be asking yourself why Robocop 2 and not Robocop 1. Well, I have already reviewed Robocop 2 on this channel, so please go check that video out if you're interested. But long story short, Robocop 2 was the only Robocop VHS that I owned as a kid. So in effect, it's the Robocop movie that I watched the most. I actually saw it before I saw the original.
I'm having trouble.
And I gotta admit, I still love this movie to this day, and I really don't understand the hate that it gets. I love how they gave Robocop a chrome blue color scheme for both the movie and the cover. I think it really makes that cover pop. I also thought it was cool how they had the villain's reflection kind of showing in his forehead. Nice little teaser about things to come in the movie. Bottom line is I was excited to find this again at a flea market recently. To me, it's a must-have if you're a Robocop fan like me. My number 3 favorite VHS that I own is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now this is my original copy of this movie, so it does hold some sentimental value. The cover is very basic compared to most VHSs, but as a kid it still caught my eye. I mean, I'm sure it helped that I was and still am a huge Ninja Turtle fan, so there's that of course.
Oh, a fellow chucker, eh?
To me, this is still the best Ninja Turtles movie, and its serious tone has really helped it age kind of gracefully. What I find really nostalgic about it actually is the FHE logo on the side. That logo is kind of synonymous with this movie to me. It comes from a time when physical copies and home entertainment was a much bigger thing, and I can still see the logo on my TV screen when I fire this bad boy up and get ready for another turtle adventure. I just love this VHS through and through. My number 2 favorite VHS that I own is Back to the Future. This would probably be Back to the Future 2 if I actually own that movie on VHS, but I'm currently still looking to reacquire it. More on that later. But to me, the original Back to the Future is just such an iconic cover. Again, everything about it is great, from the vibrant colors to Marty's WTF expression, all the way to the cheesy little tagline they have for the movie. I always thought it was weird that the car had a bit of a red tint to it, but I guess you could just chalk that up to the reflection of the flames. And plus, Back to the Future as a movie is perfect, so that goes a long way to making this an awesome VHS as well.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I'm really glad that I reacquired this for my collection. And my number one favorite VHS that I own, I cheated a little bit, it's a tie between Harry and the Hendersons and Beetlejuice. You can tell by the rough condition of these cases that these are my original copies that I owned as a kid. Also, according to my parents, I actually wore these two movies out as a kid, to the point that I would watch them over and over again, one after the other, sometimes back to back and on repeat. It got to the point where actually if you watch them now, sections of the VHS are completely worn down and it's unwatchable. Regardless, I'm very thankful that I still have them after all these years. They're a huge part of my movie DNA and what got me into movies to begin with. The poor condition, because I caused it, actually adds to the charm for me, and that's why I haven't replaced them. The covers themselves are fantastic, and Harry again has these cool, nice, vibrant colors. I mean, it just looks like a fun time at the movies. They literally have a Sasquatch inside of their truck with them. Full disclosure, I have a slight infatuation with the Bigfoot legend, so this movie might have a lot to do with that. And what else can you say about Beetlejuice? It's probably one of the most unique movies ever made. It's got an absolutely iconic cover with little Easter eggs referencing some small characters in the movie. It's also kind of cool that it has a PG rating, yet Beetlejuice actually drops an F-bomb in this movie.
Nice fucking model!
That would never happen now, of course, but this was before PG-13 existed, so it's a nice little snapshot of a different time. It's a great movie that I have a lot of love for, and I will definitely be covering it more in the future. So that's my top 5 favorite VHSs that I currently own. I may actually do another top 5 of VHSs that I'm hoping to own very soon, or VHSs I'm looking for. I hope to incorporate a lot more of my collecting into the content of this channel because it's definitely something that I'm passionate about. But regardless, please let me know what you thought about my top 5 in the comments down below, and also list your top 5. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Right on.